Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. So, we've got the new Panasonic GX7 announcement. Just got an email the other day from my store and it is available for pre-order. Really cool looking little micro 4/3 M4/3 camera. Some pretty neat things on here. I'm going to give you 5 reasons. I went through the specs and I was thinking, I like this camera. And these are the things that popped out at me, 5 things of why I might want to consider picking this camera up, why you might want to consider picking this camera up, especially if you're in the Micro Four Thirds system, why you might want to consider picking it up over the other options that are out there, the GH3, the Olympus EM5, the OMD, whatever you want to call it. There's some great options out there right now, but this new Panasonic GX7 is kind of a game changer. So let's get to it. First off, the built-in flip-up articulated electronic viewfinder. So it's got the electronic viewfinder, and when you look at the pictures of it, you can see that it comes out the back, so you can hold it up like a conventional camera, look straight through, or you can flip it up because it is articulated. So this is good if you're on a tripod or if you're just wanting to hold it at waist level and look down. All sorts of functions for this. Really, really great idea for that, and I think that's going to be one of the big advantages in the GX7 over some of the other cameras out there, especially those that don't have a built-in viewfinder. Number 2, we have in-body image stabilization. Now this right here is probably the single biggest thing that Panasonic's done here that really, really makes this GX7 something to look at. Prior to this, we haven't had in-body image stabilization in the Panasonics, and they've always resorted to it being in the lenses, which is fine. But when you make it in body, then any lens you put on here, especially ones from other systems, legacy lenses, everything like that, now becomes image stabilized, which is fantastic. And I think this is going to be a big game changer because this is one of the things where I think Olympus had an advantage over Panasonic. And if this is the way they're going now in their future cameras, then they've eliminated the advantage of Olympus. The 3-inch tilting LCD, that's number 3 on my list of very interesting things because I like a movable LCD. Granted, it doesn't have a swing arm, it doesn't come out to the side and let you move it around as much as, say, the 5200 Nikon does, or any of the other ones like that that are articulated, or the Canon T5i, the Cummins 70D. But it does at least have a tilting LCD, which gives you more maneuverability, more flexibility with the LCD than if you just had a fixed one on the back. So that's an advantage right there. It's a big improvement over some of the previous GX models and the smaller Panasonics that were down from the flagship, either the GH2 or the GH3. Full movie capability. Now, we would expect this in the GH3, we had it in the GH2, but we don't always get this in the smaller Panasonics, and we do here. We get the 24p, 60p options, and I'm sure we'll see some hacks coming out. And as well as that, we get the ability, like we have in the GH3, of full manual abilities and lots of really cool stuff there. The only thing we don't get is we don't get a mic jack. Now, for some people, that's a big issue. Some people, you can work around it. The way I'm shooting right now, I'm using a Zoom H2 and then just syncing it up in post. Some people don't like to do that. Some people, like myself, do. So if that's an issue for you, that could be a downside. But I think basically we're getting the bulk of the movie capabilities in this camera, and I really like that. So that's number 4. Number 5, we've got focus peaking incorporated in this. This was something I always really liked on the NEX cameras. Olympus has kind of done it, but not as good as NEX has, in my opinion. And now we've got it in the GX7. So really good that this feature set is in the GX7 in the smaller body. And these are 5 reasons why I think you really should have a good look at the GX7. If you're looking at a new Micro Four Thirds camera right now, or if you're looking at this possibly in comparison to the Olympus OMD or the Panasonic GH3, it's a little smaller and it has a lot of built-in versatility as evidenced by this, as well as the many other features. But these were the big 5 that stuck out at me that I was very impressed with. Probably the biggest one being in-body image stabilization. Really like the articulated viewfinder and the moving LCD, but the in-body image stabilization is just awesome. Kudos Panasonic, great job. So let me know, folks. Let me know what you think. Post your comments below. Are you interested in this camera? Are you not? Is 4/3 your thing? Is it not? Let's hear your feedback. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some new articles, some new videos. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks a lot, folks.